Hey, I'm Kyle from Oddbird Audio, and this is just a quick rig rundown to kind of showcase this wacky preamp I've been working on, and some of the signal chain type things, and we'll showcase the butter booster a little bit too to show how all of these things interact together and give you a better idea how this is going to translate to your own setup. So, first, what we've got here is gain-based effects up front and time-based and modulation effects in back. So for this stuff, you can think of the preamp as like the normal input of your amplifier, and then this output is the effects loop. And then there's some sort of complicated routing that happens here, but really what it's doing is just running it through this compressor and then into the looper and then out through this patch matrix, as I call it, and into this TL072 headphone amplifier. It's just an op amp, like a Jelly Bean audio grade op amp. I like it because when you abuse it and make it drive a guitar speaker, it actually sounds kind of tubey. It's got some natural limiting, maybe generates a little second and third harmonic. Sounds quite good to my ear. Not as good as a valve output stage, but decent. And the compressor up front and the limiting action of the operational amplifier both create a reasonable facsimile for a pentode output stage. So as far as the preamp itself, it's based on a DC coupled cathode follower, which is the JTM45, the Fender Bassman. There's a lot of different amplifiers that use this topology. Mine here is configured to sound like the bright channel of a Bassman on the clean setting, and the crunch setting is the normal channel of a JTM45. So we'll just take a quick look to see what that sounds like. So that's kind of darker. It's a little bit more of that Marshall style tone. Then if we switch it to the bright channel of the Bassman, you can hear it's a little bit less gain, but a little cleaner. It actually has an extended bandwidth and a little bit of a high frequency shelf. I like that better for, you know, clean tones. You might overdrive the normal channel with a bit more gain. That's sort of tailored for that. So we can just check out, let's just do like a little loop here, and maybe you can sort of hear how they all interact together. So helps if you play in the right key. That's a little of both. We've got the butter booster, which is essentially a range master style effect, and we've kind of dialed in the gain on the crunch channel to be like on the edge of breakup. It's like starting to get a little compressed. Doesn't really sound like it because the master volume is down, but if we turn them both up, you can sort of hear it. So let's try the tube screamer. It's pretty similar. Maybe we'll roll down the gain a little, or turn up the gain actually. So what if we did something like this? Let's try getting kind of a twangy sort of okay, there it is. So fourth position, and we're gonna play rolled off the volume a little bit, so we're getting a little bit less distortion from the Rangemaster clone, but the gain on the preamp is still pretty high, and I find it generally sounds more open, more transparent, brighter certainly than a traditional tube amplifier. If you're playing an all-valve setup, you don't have to be quite as careful about gain staging as I am here, because I'm trying not to get any distortion in this solid-state output stage. That sounds bad. But if we are mindful, this is about negative 10 dBu if you're like running it into an audio interface or something like that. A lot of versatility. If you like it, drop me a line, let me know. Love to hear from you. Until next time, I'll see you later. Stay tuned.